Hey everybody, it's Jackie. I am here with my friend Christine today. Christine is a midwife, which is so fun. I have not had the chance to interview a midwife yet, who is very, very into ingredients and being very careful about what she puts in her body. So I'm excited to hear about that. But more than that, has found a ton of success here at Ternot. And so, Christine, would you kind of start by telling everyone kind of your experience and how you started in network marketing and then what brought you over to Ternot?
Yeah. So my name's Christine. I am a nurse midwife. This is my 20th year as a nurse midwife, which is crazy. I actually totaled it up the other day. Well, I did 6 more last night. So I think I'm up at like 3,800 and something babies that I've delivered, which is crazy. So I've been a midwife for 20 years. I have twins who will be 10 in a week. And I actually got into the industry when I was pregnant with them. So a friend of mine reached out and she was like, I think I just got into this business. I think you'd be really good at it. Like, if nothing else, you'll like the products and, you can make some extra money. And we had to go through 3 rounds of infertility treatments. So if anybody's gone through IVF, it's crazy expensive. And so we accumulated some debt with that. So I was looking for, a way to, make some extra money because as a nurse midwife, I do make a good income. But who can't use more money, right? So I got into the industry when I was pregnant, has been with a couple different companies. The last company I was with, I'd been with them for a little over 3 years and just was kind of feeling out of alignment with some things. And so I was kind of looking for another company. I was looking for a company with collagen. And here I am. And I've been here for a year and a half. And it's been the best decision I could have ever made.
I love it. Okay, so tell me, what drew you to our collagen specifically? I'd love for you to talk about just the ingredients in our products because I know you are into those kind of things. By the way, I love nurse midwives. I had a traditional birth with my first. She's 6 now, and then I had a nurse midwife with my 3-year-old, and I actually unfortunately had a miscarriage in between. And my nurse midwife helped me through that. So I feel like my nurse midwife has helped me through both. And by the end of having my 3-year-old, I cried in the room because I didn't want to say goodbye to her. I was like, no. And she's like, this is just so redeeming. Like, because it was the same midwife that helped me through my miscarriage and helped me have my 3-year-old. And she was crying. Like, she was just, I just felt like her best friend at the end. So
you have some of those patients. Like, I always talk about, I have one family, I've delivered all 4 of their kids. And it's just been like, they're so special. They moved away. They moved to Arkansas and they gave me a little picture frame with all their kids. And it's so sweet because that's one of the reasons I went back to become a midwife is because I love that relationship that I had with my patients. So yeah, it's fun.
I know. I just know. Kudos to nurse midwives. But anyways, if you could just chat about what drew you to our collagen. I know there's a lot of collagen on the market right now.
Yeah. And I had tried several different collagens. I tried a couple different companies, liquid collagen. I tried, the Costco powder collagen. I tried Jillian Michaels powder collagen. I tried all the different collagens. And none of it really was giving me results. I even sold collagen at one of my companies a few years ago. And I just didn't feel like I was getting the results that everybody else was getting. So I was looking for, a liquid collagen that was hydrolyzed, that was, we can't technically say that we're medical grade, but we're pretty darn close to being a medical grade type collagen. We also have the hyaluronic acid, so it helps with, your skin. Has the biotin, so helps with hair, skin, and nails. It has no synthetics, no additives. It has 0 sugar, which I was shocked when I looked at a couple of the other collagens that I had tried. And I was like, well, no wonder it's so tasty. There's like 10 grams of sugar in it. So it's just things you don't think about. Like when you're looking at collagen is like, and and I wanted to have protein. So ours kind of checked all the boxes. It's a good amount of collagen, more collagen than most anything out there that you're going to find. So it's 11 grams of collagen. It's 10 grams of protein. It's like 4,500 micrograms of biotin. So you're getting everything and there's none of the fillers. There's none of the junk. There's none of the crap that people put in all these other products. And it's 1 shot a day. Now, my first month, I did 2 shots. I did collagen loading. So I did 2 shots because, as I was telling Jackie before I got on here, I was looking for collagen for my knees. Like my family history, they've had knee replacements. My mom's had 3, my brother's had 2. Like, and my knees were really hurting me to the fact that I called one of the physicians I used to work with, whose husband is an orthopedic surgeon, and was like, I may need to come see Ron because my knees are like, I can barely get up the stairs. I can't walk the hill. And then I started our collagen, and within a month, like the knee pain was gone. Like, and now, I work out a ton. I lift really heavy weights. I have 0 issues with my knees anymore. So, I swear by our collagen because it's truly is, I think it's the best one out there.
I love it. So I'm 6 feet tall for those of you who don't. Christine, you're pretty tall too, though.
Yeah, I'm 5'9".
Yeah. I met her and I was like, oh, you're tall. When you go through a screen, you don't really know. But anyway, I'm 6'1". And so I like to play volleyball. Even now I play on city leagues. And so one day in my 20s, I went up to serve and my shoulder popped out of place and I pulled it back in and it was really painful. And so for a decade, like my shoulder was just weak. Like I would do this with a barbell or change my shirt or pick up my kids. My shoulder would randomly pop out of place. And it was so annoying because it would hurt like the Dickens for a couple days. And so I went to 2 chiropractors and a doctor, and they basically said, like, you're headed for surgery. Like, there's nothing, you've just used it too much to play volleyball. And so, but in the 2 years I've been using your liquid collagen, it hasn't popped out of place once, which is pretty awesome. Amazing. Yeah, it's awesome. Yes. Okay. So what do you think? I know Transform, our new product, is the hot topic right now. Can you tell us kind of what you've experienced with our new product?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. So I got a continuous glucose monitor and I wore it for 2 or 3 days before I started the product because they kept telling us you're going to have measurable results, like you're going to see the difference. And I was so surprised at how my blood sugars looked like an EKG strip. Like they were like all over the place. And I had a couple nights where they dropped really low. Like my husband was like, were you setting your alarm to work out in the morning? I was like, no, that was my blood sugar alarm. And he's like, that can't go off. And I was like, yeah, that's an alarm I can't turn off because it had dipped really, really low. Mm-hmm. And so then I started taking Transform and I wasn't having the dips. I wasn't having the huge spikes. It was literally, just leveling out. And of course, you eat, it might go up a little bit, but it wasn't shooting up to, 170. I mean, my sugars are always normal. My A1C is normal. But I still would have the, the sluggishness, the decreased energy, the sugar cravings. And since taking Transform, like I don't have those cravings. I have way less cravings during the day. I feel full faster. I have more energy. You just less brain fog. Like it's amazing. Like just go Google like signs of like poorly controlled blood sugar. And if you have any of those, like you could use this product because it legit is turning 50 to 90% of the sugar and carbs that we eat into fiber. So I love it. I've had nothing but good results.
So good. I know. And then for those of you who know, I just recently got back from Salt Lake City where I was at headquarters and they revealed to me what our new product is, which is going to go with Transform. So this is the perfect time to join because we can get you in, we can get you trained before this new product launches in March. It's going to be a huge, huge launch that we have. So Christine, can you tell us just as a midwife, how do you balance it all? Like, how do you balance being a midwife, being a mom of twins, and then the success that you have found here? Like, how do you balance it all?
Yeah, I mean, you just have to get really strategic about your time and get good about time management. And what I love about this business is you don't have to do it all. You don't have to sit down and work the business for 2 hours. Like I'll take, 15 minutes. And then on the days that I work, it's definitely more of a juggling act because, it's during lunchtime, spend that time sending some messages. After the kids go to bed, spend some time sending some messages. Before I start work in the morning, send some messages, put a post up. So it's really about, sometimes it's even just a 15-minute chunk of time. But you can, if you're really just disciplined and not getting stuck in the scroll hole, but really getting focused on doing it, I mean, you can absolutely build your business. And, you spend an hour a day and it doesn't have to be an hour all at once. You can do 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night, after the kids go to bed, just take a little bit of time. And it's just that consistent daily action. And, one of our friends and mentors, Tina Joy Carroll, she says all the time, she's like, I'm not the best at this business. I'm just ridiculously consistent and I do it all the time. Like, and that's the key. That's the key to building it is just being super, super consistent.
For sure. I love that. Okay. So what would you say to somebody who might have a great job already that isn't really looking to quit their job, but makes good money, but maybe could use a little extra income? What would you say to them?
Yeah. I mean, you have nothing to lose, but better health and making a few, not everybody wants to do this for 6 figures, but just, making that extra money to be able to take a vacation. I mean, we went on a Disney cruise this fall, being able to not have to put spring break on a credit card, not having to put Christmas on a credit card. And, everybody sports, braces. We just went to the orthodontist today. Thankfully, she doesn't need braces yet, but she will.
Yeah.
So, just having that extra breathing room so that you don't have to stress about, what did I spend? And I was telling my friend this yesterday, a couple days before Christmas. I'm like, I didn't even look at what we spent for Christmas until after I'd already spent it. And I was trying to actually make sure we had it even.
Yeah,
So having, not having that stress of like, okay, what did we spend? How much did we spend? Can we get this? Can we not get this? It just gives you that extra wiggle room, that extra breathing room to do those extra things, to take that extra trip and, to let, Susie play soccer,
for sure. I love that. Well, Christine, the last question we always ask is what is your favorite product and why?
Oh, this is a really, really hard one for me. Collagen is probably my favorite, but I also really love Enrich because I have a GI disorder and I take medication for it. But even with medication, I still couldn't eat salads. I couldn't eat pasta. I couldn't eat burgers without my stomach really getting upset. So I really swear by Enrich. And if y'all seen the pudding demo, if you've not seen the pudding demo, we'll get you in our group so you can see the pudding demo. It's pretty freaking amazing how, because not only does it have the digestive enzymes that help to break all the fat and the sugar and the protein down so you can absorb it better, but it has a pre and a probiotic that helps with gut health. And, I have a friend who we don't ever say that Enrich is like our weight loss product, but when you get your gut health in check, you start to lose weight because your gut is responsible for so many things. So,
For
and
sure.
you don't have to refrigerate it. So, a lot of those pre and probiotics are super expensive. They have to be refrigerated. This one doesn't. You just take 1 to 2 before each meal. It helps with bloating. It helps. I mean, if you have GI, if you're suffering from constipation, it helps with that. If you're suffering from diarrhea, it helps with both ends, but it also doesn't have you running to the bathroom. It just helps
Sure.
to kind of get it all leveled out. So that and collagen are probably tied, but Transform is up there too. We have so many good products. It's really hard to pick just one.
We do. If you do have gut issues, you want to go back to the person who invited you. We didn't talk really about that today, but
Yeah.
we have the world's best gut product.
Yeah. Our digestive enzymes are, I mean, and I ran out for a little bit and that they were on back and I was like, oh my gosh, I'd stocked up for so long. And then like with some sales or whatever. And then all of a sudden I was like, whoa, what happened to my enrichment? And yeah, I realized then after being out for like a week or two that it's, and even like I said, I take medication for my GI issues. And even with the medications, like I still need these enzymes. They're so, so important.
So good. All
Yeah.
right, Christine, thank you so much for coming and being a guest here. If you have found any value in this today, if there's anything that caught your interest, go back to the person who invited you to watch. And I know they would love to give you more information about any of the products, about the business. Now is the perfect time to join before we come out with this new rocket launching product in March. All right. Thank you, Christine, so much. Bye, everybody. God bless you. We'll see you next time. Bye.